My name is Elena Hart. And until a few years ago, I believed I was living the life every woman dreams of. A loving husband, Daniel Hart, a respected judge, a job I adored, teaching literature, and a 1-year-old daughter, Lily, the center of my universe. We were the picture of a happy family, warm dinners, quiet weekends, bedtime lullabies. But happiness is fragile, and all it takes is one night to break a forever. It started with a small lie. My friend Mia invited me to a party. Just come out, Elena. You need a break. At home, Daniel was reading case files, Lily asleep in her crib. He smiled when I said, "There's a faculty event tonight. I should go." He didn't question it. He trusted me completely. That was the first moment I betrayed him. The party lights were soft, golden, music low, people laughing freely, a world I no longer belonged to. And then I saw him, a stranger leaning near the bar, dark hair, confident eyes, a quiet smile that felt like a dare. He noticed me immediately, like I was the only person in the room. He walked to me with easy confidence. "First time here?" he asked. I nodded nervously. He smiled, warm, charming. "You look like someone who hasn't been told how beautiful she is in a very long time." I felt something inside me shift. After months of diapers, work pressure, and exhaustion, I suddenly felt seen, wanted. "I'm Lucas," he said, offering a drink. I hesitated, thought of Daniel at home, then accepted. 1 drink became 2. 2 became conversation. Conversation became laughter. For the first time in years, I felt like Elena, the woman, not Elena, the wife or mother. He leaned closer. I should have stepped back. I didn't. The kiss happened softly, slowly, and then with all the force of everything I'd been denying inside myself. In that moment, I stopped thinking. I stopped remembering. I stopped being who I was supposed to be. We left together, found a room, crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. I won't describe the details. Just know this. For one stolen night, I let myself be someone I wasn't. Someone reckless, someone selfish, someone hungry for attention. I woke before Lucas. My phone lit up with missed calls from Daniel, photos of Lily, our life flashing in my hands. Guilt hit like a wave, cold, violent. "I can't," I whispered, and I left without looking back. A week later, I walked into my university classroom and froze. Lucas was sitting in the 2nd row, notebook open, smiling like destiny had rearranged itself for us. "Good morning, Professor Hart," he said. My stomach dropped. "Why are you here?" I demanded after class. He shrugged. "Transferred. Moved here. Thought I'd finish my degree." Then softer. "You didn't forget that night. Neither did I." I hated that he was right. At home, Daniel kissed my temple. I forced a smile. Lily giggled in my arms. But at night, my mind kept drifting back to Lucas. The way he looked at me. The way he made me feel alive again. Even when Daniel reached for me, my heart wasn't truly there. One evening, Lucas waited by his car. "Let me take you home," he said gently. I should have walked away. Instead, I opened the passenger door. The silence inside the car was electric, dangerous. I felt myself collapsing into the same mistake. And then, we crossed the line again, this time in the dark, in the car, In a moment that sealed my fate, days blurred, I was two different women. The loving wife and mother by day, the woman sneaking into shadows with someone 20 years younger by night. Every lie weakened the life I'd built. Every stolen moment made going home harder. My marriage was cracking, and it was my fault. Judges read people for a living. Daniel felt the shift before I admitted it. "You're different," he said quietly. "Distracted. Distant. Elna, what's going on?" I lied again, and with each lie, my reflection in the mirror became a stranger. Lily was too young to understand words, but she felt my detachment. She clung to Daniel more, looked at me with confusion, like she sensed her mother drifting into a world she didn't belong. That tiny look broke me more than anything. Daniel confronted Lucas privately. A quiet cafe. Low voices. Sharp truths. "You stay away from my wife," Daniel warned. Lucas didn't flinch. "You should have valued her before someone else did." A sentence that cut deeper than anything the court had ever taught my husband. Lucas spiraled after that. Bad company. Bad choices. One night, a violent incident. Arrests. Hospital reports. Charges stacking high. And fate, cruel, twisted fate, sent his case to the one judge who should have never seen his name. My husband. Lucas stood before Judge Daniel Hart, hands cuffed, eyes exhausted. I sat in the back, heart splitting in two. Daniel sentenced him, fairly, legally, but also with a pain he didn't show. The gavel fell, and so did everything I had tried to keep standing. At home, the truth finally tore through the walls. "I trusted you," Daniel said. "You didn't just betray me. You broke our daughter's home." I cried, begged, explained. Nothing mattered. We divorced quietly, painfully, irreversibly. Lily stayed with him, because stability mattered more than my shattered heart. Lucas went to prison. Daniel rebuilt his life. Lily learned to smile again. And me. I lived alone in a small apartment, haunted by the choices I made. Some nights, I replay everything. The party, the drinks, the kiss, the car. Every moment when I could have walked away from the man who wasn't mine, but didn't. I had a perfect family, a loving husband, a beautiful daughter, and I gave it all away for a feeling that lasted one night and cost me forever. That's my story. The night my heart chose the wrong man.